Hey, what up, decisive marketer? So today I'm gonna be talking about Tagmate. It is a tool that has been heavily recommended by one of our community members, and what this tool does, it does a couple of things, right? It helps you to implement Google Analytics on your website. Although it's easy, but it helps you to set up certain templates for tracking much easier, right? Helps you to set up GA4 as well and migrate your existing universal analytics to GA4. And they also have some pre-built marketing tracking templates for Google Analytics for you to set up. And they also have a Chrome extension that that helps you to set all these things up, right? So before I dive into Tagmate, be sure to hit that subscribe button if you'd like to see more digital marketing and e-commerce content. Here we go. So to be honest, I just want to say that it's kind of blind for me to be going into this right now, but I do have my site in here, so we can try and set it up as much as we can. Hopefully I can try and share with you as much as possible about what this tool does. But I just had a brief look and I did not go too deep into it, but we'll try out some of these different projects right here. Okay, so the first one would be setting up universal analytics. I think that's quite simple and straightforward. So because universal analytics is being phased out at the moment, I think that's what it says right here, right? So they will no longer process new data in standard properties starting from July 1st 2023. So you only have about 8 months more of lifespan with universal analytics. And so the thing about universal analytics, right, it only works on websites and I think some Fire-based apps, but if you're going to be using GA4, it actually tracks like mobile apps as well. That's why I heard. And also, I guess with GA4, you can also opt for server-side tracking, but then of course that will cost you Google Cloud credits. Okay, so yeah, so I think GA4 is what we are moving into now. So I don't think there's any point in setting up universal analytics unless you're still not ready to learn about GA4. So we'll try with the Google Analytics 4 implementation right here. Okay, so we are going to launch the project, choose a template, and then GTM review. So push the template to GTM. Okay, then you can just add it into Google Tag Manager, and then publish the container, and then everything is done. So looks kind of simple. So let's try that. So launch project. So no project has been added yet, so I'm going to add a project right here. So the interface actually looks very much like Google Tag Manager. So I'm going to call this Watchwire. So I have a site like this, right? So we'll have that. Okay, so right now they don't have server side tracking, so I guess they will be adding that soon. To be honest, I've not even moved to server-side tracking as well, so I don't really know how that works at the moment. But we will, at least we'll try what we can right here. So we're gonna create a new property. So the thing is, I have a website and I don't even have analytics installed yet, but we will get that done right now. Okay, so let me set this up, create account. So set this up, right? This is okay. Okay, and then this is web. Okay, and then if you want, if you have server side, you can set that up, but we just have a web one, and then we'll accept and yes. Okay, so it's setting up right now. So we have Google Tag Manager now. So I have to, okay, let me just refresh this. Okay, I'm not sure how Tagmate works, right? So even though they asked me to install Google Tag Manager, which is pretty easy, but I am not setting that up yet because maybe Tagmate might give me a code to install. But I have a feeling how Tagmate works is that it becomes one of the what do you call it? One of the tags or triggers. One of the tags inside Google Tag Manager. That's what I think how it works. Okay, so send tracking data. So send to new GA4 property. So I have to create a GA4 property right now, which I don't have right here. Do I have that? Yep, I don't have that, right? So we'll create a new property, right? So we'll call this okay, reporting time Singapore. There we go. Shopping. Okay, so small. Okay, oops. Okay, there we go. So we create a new GA4 property right here. So there's a web app. So there we go. Okay, we'll create stream. Okay, so there we go, right? So we have this right here. Okay. So view tag instructions. Okay, so I'll install this into my site. And place this into the header. So what do I use to insert? Okay, we have WP code box right here. Okay, so we'll add the code in right here. Tracking code, Google Tag Manager code. Sorry, this is the Google tag, right? So we're gonna use a Google Tag Manager, which we can actually connect from here. So I just have to use this. Okay, so we'll download the snippet first. Okay, so we'll paste this in here. Okay, and then we will paste this in here. Okay, now we'll run this on the front end, and it's always gonna be the first one to load. So save and enable it. Okay, so we are going to set up using Google Tag Manager. You know what, I will just paste this in first. improve. No, let's just leave it as it is, and then we'll create this GA4 implementation. Okay, select. So to be honest, I'm not really sure what I'm doing right now, but we will just kind of go on. So we can set up some templates. Okay, what is this? Okay, so e-commerce, I can track, but I actually don't have the. Oh, okay. I think what happens is because there's an integration with Google Tag Manager. So and then I inserted uh the ID right here into Google Tag Manager. So what happens is that it is actually pushing that code into Google Tag Manager if I'm not wrong. Okay, I am not too sure, but just let me refresh this. Okay, I think it's being installed right here, but I could be wrong. Let me just click on tags just to be safe. Okay, so there we go, right? So this already been installed. And I think this is possibly being added through Tagmate. Okay, so what happens now is I can actually choose some templates that I want to send, that I want to I want to be tracking, right? So let's say I want to track e-commerce, right? So because I have an e-commerce store, so let's say I want to track add to carts, I'll just click on push to GTM, right? Okay, I've already installed this, so I can actually just click on push to GTM. So what happens is that this snippet right here is just going to be added into the tag that I have right here. So this tag is actually from Tagmate. Okay, so I just push to GTM. What happens is that this script is now going to be added in here, right, into this particular script itself. So it's now going to be tracking for e-commerce as well. Okay, so I've added a custom event in here, right? You can see that it's now tracking custom event for add to cart. Then if I want more, I can track, let's say, the purchases. So I just click on this. Okay, so it's going to then add this into my GTM. Okay, so I kind of get the idea now about how Tagmate works. So basically there's an integration with Google Tag Manager, and then there are templates for tracking, and then you just kind of add them into Google Tag Manager, right? So all the templates are actually being saved in Tagmate itself. Then you just kind of choose what you want to be tracking, and then you just kind of add them into your Google Tag Manager, right? So if I refresh this, there would be another custom event for purchases, right? There you go. So that's kind of how it works. Okay, I kind of get how it works now. It's pretty easy. Although it, before I started the before I started the video, this video that we're recording right now, it really felt like I wasn't really sure what is going on, right? Because I am quite an adept user of Google Tag Manager, so I don't actually understand why I would need this, but I kind of understand right now how Tagmate is actually helping my process, because it saves my time in adding all the stuff in there. And it seems like I don't actually need Tagmate anymore, right? So once I'm done setting this up, I could be wrong, right? But it does not seem like I need Tagmate anymore right now because I've already set this up, right? I already set up the Google, uh, the GA4, and then all these custom events in there. So I don't see why I need this anymore. Okay, so but next we're gonna try the UA to GA4 migration. So hopefully maybe I will ask the the founder itself, like like once I set this up, why would do I still need to use Tagmate, right? So I'm not really sure about that. So first thing, gotta connect with my GTM account. So this one right here. Okay, let's go. Okay, so I have a GT Tag Manager account. This one right here. This is the container, and then there's the workspace. Okay, so let's choose that. So this, okay, so no configuration tag. Okay, so create tag. Okay, so my manage measurement ID. Okay, so I think what happens is I need to come here and actually set up GA4. So I actually have a GA4 right here. I think it's already working, so I'm not sure if I should be doing this, but it's already been collecting. So whatever. I'll just delete the tag after this. Okay, so once I'm done, we just create. Okay, so now what? Because I've already created a tag. Okay, so I'm a little confused right here. So I think what happens is that Tagmate will actually, okay, I got signed out for some reason. So I think what Tagmate would actually do for the UA to GA4 migration is that, okay, so it looks like it's pulling in some integration, the integration or something like that. So I think what happens right now is that it will detect UA tracking tags, then convert them into GA4 into the container itself. So then, whatever complex, custom events that you're tracking in UA, it easily gets converted into GA4. Okay, so I can explore right now. Okay, so it is so you can see right here, it is able to detect that I have a page view for the UA, and then I have the on-site clicks, add to cart clicks. So if I want to, I can just kind of click, let's say the page view, I just click on my grid tag, then it's going to convert into GA4, right? So then it turns into this, right? So pretty simple tool, and then it says migrated. So yeah. Okay, so I was kind of intimidated, I would say, because I wasn't really sure like why I would need this, right? Why? But then I guess I understand why I need this right now. Okay, so it's quite a simple tool. I guess. Okay, so there seems to be some issue is that whenever I make some changes, seems to kind of push me out. Okay, so the next one is marketing templates, right? So select pre-built conversion pixels. Okay, so connect your GTM account. Okay, select. Okay, so okay, whatever. So I I got to select one of these. So let me just kind of select something that I don't really uh you know need that much. Okay, okay. Oh, I need the Google Ads and Facebook Ads account right here. So uh maybe let's check out the templates. Okay, so what happens is okay, because I don't have an account that I can use right now, because I don't really want to mess with some of the sites that I'm, some of my live sites that are making money, right? I don't want to kind of touch them right now. So what this does is that you are tracking how your ads are working. So what happens is that the first one allows you to add the remarketing pixel. So this kind of easy, this is quite easy to set up. Uh, Pretty much everyone should have this. And then the next one is the ads conversion pixel. Okay. So this one is your conversion, tracking in your Google Ads, which is already there. And then you got your dynamic remarketing. Okay, that's the same thing as the first one. Then you have the Google Ads conversion phone calls. Okay, so this is nice as well. Okay, and then you got Facebook. So this allows you to track different conversions like purchase, add to cart, begin checkout. Okay, so this one will help you to understand much better in terms of how your ads are doing using Google Tag Manager, right? So whoever comes in through the Facebook ads, you can just track those users and look at how their activity is like on your website. So this one is for sales, this is for lead. Okay, so I think this is good for you to track whatever is going on. But I think a lot of people use WhatsApp nowadays as well. So I think that one of the templates they should add in is Google Tag Manager for tracking WhatsApp clicks. Right? I think that will help a lot as well. Okay, let's kind of go back. Can we go back to the? Okay, there we go. And then the last one is the Tagmate tracker, which allows you to track any user interaction by mouse click and save those as event tags. Okay. Okay, let's see. Okay, scan. So it will scan your website to check for the GTM ID. Okay, so that's fine. Okay. But I don't actually understand why they don't just allow us to choose the project and the website. Okay. So cannot find any container ID. So let's see what this is, right? Okay, because I don't have any project right now. Okay, we'll try another one. Okay. Okay, e-commerce scan. Okay, we have not found any container, although I've already set this up. So maybe something is wrong, maybe my caching is blocking it. But we'll just try it one more time, right? I think you have to set this up and then it works with the Chrome extension. So you just try and scan this one more time. So I'm quite surprised that the video kind of took so long because we're setting things up, right? There's a lot of waiting around. Okay, so there we go, right? So we have the scanning done. Okay, so authorize. Okay, let's go. Okay, this is the container. This is the workspace. Authorize Google Analytics 4. So let me open this up. Okay, continue. Okay. This is the property. This is the data stream. Done. Okay, confirm. Okay, let's see. Open the okay, so step 1, open the Chrome the extension from the Chrome browser bar. Click on the below button to start. So click on this. Click on Start As. Okay. Okay, now you're configured. To proceed, go to your website and open Chrome extension. So go to my website. Okay. And open the extension. Okay. So now what do I do? So add event. Okay, so let's say I click on this. Track a click. Okay. Okay. Okay, very nice. Okay. And then now I can add a new tag. Okay, so I like this. Okay, so what this does is okay, so what happens is that I can choose one of these events here that can trigger something to happen, right? So with Tagmate, I can choose. Let's say I want to track if how many people actually click on this. Let's say maybe click on this button right here. I just select this, right? So they will select this element right here. Then I can choose whether it is this element on every page or just the current page or specific page. Okay, so let's say I just want to track this one. I can confirm, and then I can then just add this into my GA4, and then I can save the event, right? So it's very easy and fast to set up tracking. Okay. So yep, so I pretty much, I guess that's all. I think the video is a little long. So what I can say is this is a great product. My only concern is, like, why do I need to use this after I set this up, right? Once I've set all the tracking and stuff up, Google Tag Manager, Google analytics and all, why do I need this, right? So I would have to ask the founder on that, but otherwise I think that this is definitely a very nifty tool. First, mainly because of three things, right? So the first one is definitely the implementation of Google Analytics 4. So you install Google Analytics 4, you can pick the template, and everything will be input for you for tracking already. So like the necessary link clicks, let's say it's an e-commerce site, add to cart events, purchase events, everything is all added in for you. So it's all being tracked very nicely in GA4, rather than depending on GA4 to decipher what is the visitor doing, right? So using the GTM to trigger all those events would make it much more accurate. So that's the first thing. Then the second thing is, let's say you currently are using UA Universal Analytics, you can easily migrate it to GA4. And lastly, the last one is the Chrome extension that allows you to create those custom events very, very quickly using it, right? So I guess that's all I had to share. The only request I would ask for Tagmate is to track like WhatsApp clicks, track for other stuff as well. WhatsApp clicks, let's say a messenger button click or whatever it is, right? Or sometimes you have your WhatsApp number or something, or maybe you have a QR code or whatever, that opens up into a messenger. I think we should track that as well. Okay, so that's all I have to share, right? Overall, I think it's definitely something positive, something that really saves your time. If you are, setting up a lot of analytics, especially if you are, running an agency, this will definitely help you to save a lot of time setting up new websites for your clients, making sure that all the necessary analytics features are being added to their website. So that's all I have to share about Tagmate. If you enjoyed this video, do give me a thumbs up. Let me know what you think about Tagmate in the comments below. Lastly, if you know anyone who could benefit from Tagmate, be sure to share this video with them. I'll see you in my next video. Bye bye.